Lilo explains that eugenics scientists, just like the Nazi physicians, believe that they are improving the human race by altering genetics, but it could become very dangerous and cause problems for society as a whole. The people who could afford this technology would be better off and healthier than those who do not engage in the procedure, and it would cause complete segregation between wealthy and poor people, and also it would segregate healthy and sick people. Another way genome editing and designer babies can be harmful is creating the loss of individuality. Having a child is like a beautiful natural thing for families. Babies are given different sets of genes from each parent, which is what makes every individual unique. However, when parents are editing the characteristics of their own child, it is as if the child is not even theirs anymore. Writer Matt Crenson explains that genetically designed babies would have traits that come from neither of the parents, but rather the child would be a product of biotechnical revolution. There will be a genetic disconnection between parents and their child. Humans are no longer going to be born, they are going to be engineered. Developmental biologist Stuart Newman believes that we are turning human beings into manufactured objects. By genetically engineering children to be who their parents want them to be, the children are being robbed of their personhood and individual identity. Picking and choosing a child's genetic traits is harmful to the child. There could be a child who is genetically engineered as an athlete, but wants to play violin and is interested in music. Parents can choose to biologically make their child a male or a female, and all of this is being done without the child's consent. Children that are engineered will suffer from experiencing a loss of individuality. Finally, there are also many physical problems that can occur due to genetic engineering, which can continue through many generations after. Author Fabian Schmidt explains that CRISPR, the molecular biological gene editing method, regularly causes unwanted mutations, and according to the researchers, this damage could have pathogenetic consequences, which can cause new hereditary diseases. Author Chris-Ann Grizzy introduces the story of a man named He Jiankui. Not sure if I said that right. He was a researcher in China who claims to have created the first gene editing on a pair of female twins. He claimed to have made them resistant to HIV. However, research suggests that his study might have inadvertently changed the twins' brains. Most attempts to edit human embryos in lab dishes have resulted in errors, such as accidental altering of other genes. The procedure of genome engineering is very intricate, and one slight mess up can infect not only the child's entire life, but all of the baby's descendants as well. There is one positive outcome of genetic engineering if carried out correctly, and that is the idea that scientists would be able to eliminate all genetic diseases, thus resulting in humans living longer. As wonderful as it may sound to get rid of all diseases, you have to ask, is it ethical? Modification of genomes is unnatural and amounts to playing God. Savannah Ninglia writes that natural is inherently good and diseases are natural. As humans, we should let nature take its course and not try to alter or mess up our future society. Also, just imagine how overpopulated the world would be if all genetic diseases were completely abolished. Also, slight changes we make in our body may result in unexpected results, such as developing a new disease which could be worse than the original one that was being omitted. Finally, experimenting with life in the womb could be very dangerous, resulting in miscarriage, premature birth, stillbirth, etc., all of which are not worth engaging in the procedure. While some aspects of genetic modification and engineering seem beneficial and luxurious, this technology could be very harmful to our future generations. Not only could this procedure result in other mutations being created, it could cause a child to feel trapped in a body with undesired traits and also cause segregation and a gap in society between engineered children and natural children. I strongly advise anyone who considers engaging in genome editing to ask if their child's life is worth it. Not only can the procedure injure the child, but it also causes the child to feel trapped in a body that feels other than their own.